Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and in today's video, we'll be discussing how you can actually cleanse your space as well as your aura using sounds, specifically the healing sounds of certain bells and tones. So stay tuned. We are taking in sounds constantly. If you have ears that can hear, then you are always taking in either direct sounds or indirect sounds or background noise or people talking to you, noises from the city, the air conditioner, and so on and so on and so on. And it's also known that depending on your level of stress, the sounds can actually be healing or they can be rather annoying. Now, everyone who has listened to music in their life also knows that sound can change the energy of your emotions. And if you've heard music that has touched your soul in certain ways, then you may have experienced joy during certain types of music. You might experience sleepiness. You might experience aggression or anger during certain kinds of music. And sometimes it's just a love song that makes you feel connected to your heart or to your partner. So we're all well aware of the effect that sounds can have, not only on just our mind and hearing the sound, but on our emotions and our energy bodies. Throughout our lives, we get certain energy blocks in our etheric body, our astral body, and within our chakras. And those blockages are usually just old, worn out thought patterns that you've just, thought over and over enough to create a particular energy blockage in a certain area of your life. Or they could be made up of past childhood traumas. They could be made up of experiences from past romantic relationships that we're carrying around with us, and so on. So these blocks can actually be formed in a multitude of ways, and we can also clear them in a multitude of ways. So one way that I like to do that is by using sound frequency. Because when you think about it, every single thing in the material world is frequency and vibration. So in this video, I will be pointing out how you can actually use sound with awareness to bring balance and harmony into your energy field. And I'm going to be showing you how to use a few different tools to bring this balance and harmony into your space and into your aura. And I would like to first introduce you to the Tingsha Bells. And it's basically two metal cymbals on the ends of a leather strap. And you simply hit them together. And it creates a resonating sound that can fill the entire room. So Tingsha Bells have actually been used for centuries, and actually, they predate Buddhism, which I believe started around 500 BC. So these bells have been around for quite some time. And they're also known as Tibetan cymbals or Tibetan bells, but I'm going to call them the Tingsha Bells. Generally used, they are mostly for meditation to signal the beginning and again to signal the ending of the meditation time. But another way that these Tingsha bells are used are to clear the energy in the temple or in the space where the monks are also going to meditate. So that's another great way to use the Tingsha bells, is to go around the room and hit them together in all of the dark corners where the energy could really get built up. And as you can hear, the bells ring for quite some time after you hit them together. Now, another way that some people use them is as symbols like this. So if you want to walk around the room, clearing the space that way, you could also do that. And so that is the Tingsha bells that you can use for meditation to help you to zone in on the sound. You can use these bells similar to a mantra, where you ring them, let them resonate and die down, and ring them again. And do this over and over throughout your meditation so that you have basically a point to focus on, and that point being sound. But since this video is mostly about cleansing your aura and your space with sound, then it'd be great to just ring the Tingsha bells over each of your 7 major chakras of your body after you've cleared the space with the bells as well. And so that will get the vibration frequency to resonate throughout your body. And the next sound I will be talking about today is the singing bowl. And I have this very small singing bowl I received as a gift. And these actually work wonderfully after a little bit of practice. So with the singing bowl, people generally can get different size bowls for different tones. And you could also have a glass bowl or a copper bowl similar to this one. But either way, you can play the bowl in your hand or lying it on a table and playing it on the table. But since I'll be showing this to you guys, I'll be playing it in my hand. So generally, you can hit the side of the bowl, and that gives you that bell sound. So singing bowls have also been around for centuries, and again, have been used mostly in like Tibet and by monks and things like that. But now the new age kind of movement has grabbed hold of the singing bowls. And now people will play chakra, you know, a different tone for each chakra. If you want to go deeper into the singing bowls, you can certainly get different shapes and sizes. But at this time, for me personally, I only have this one very small bowl. Now, another way to play it is to simply go around the edge until it begins to ring. So the singing bowl is another tool that you can use to bring your energy body and your space into harmony and balance. And the last instrument I will be using today for you is the tuning forks. So tuning forks are generally used to help tune instruments because each fork has its own tone, and you can hit it on a rubber puck or with a rubber mallet to make the vibration resonate between the two metal points. Now, in sound healing, this works the same as all the others by bringing these vibrations into your aura and energy fields. Now, I am not a tuning fork practitioner, but there is an actual healing modality with tuning forks where they will ring different forks and place them on your body. For instance, if you have like carpal tunnel, they would place it on your wrist to help to alleviate the pain of that ailment. So I find that to be quite interesting. So my specific tuning forks are 2 different sizes, as you can see. So whenever I use these for my own energy healing, I like to start with putting the tuning forks on either side of my head with the different sound resonating on each side. And then I like to cross them over, switching sides. And what I feel that does is it brings right brain and left brain into harmony, as it's giving different beats or different tones into each ear. Then I also like to take the sound from both and run it through my aura. So to activate the tuning forks, generally people, like I said, use a rubber mallet. I will be using this rubber puck, where you just hit the tuning fork. I hope you guys can hear that. And it resonates for quite some time. And then we have the larger one I can show you as well. Can you hear it? Okay. So I'm going to take both tuning forks as stated before, and I'm going to hit them both and show you how to kind of cleanse your aura with that tone. And as the sound vibration begins to die down, I just brush it through my aura. Now, if you don't have any bells at all, or any of these instruments, you can simply use your hands. You can use them fast or slow to cleanse a space as well. Basically, you're stirring up the energy whenever you put big or small sound waves into the air. So if you can't think of another way to cleanse using sound healing, then simply use your hands and clap as you walk around the room, releasing all of that negative sound energy that was left behind. Everything is frequency and vibration, and you can use frequency and vibration with mindfulness and awareness to bring healing, harmony, and balance into your life. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button and share this video with all your friends out there. And of course, if you are a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And then once you have subscribed, you could turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.